Yes, sir. Welcome to Westside Wednesdays, the G-Lew Show, August 28th, 2019. And tonight, man, we got a special guest tonight. We're going to take you way back, explore some original West Coast hip-hop. We got one of the hip-hop founders, pioneers, legendary member of the Rappers Rap group, and one of the first labels established on the West Coast as far as MCs and hip-hop is concerned. We have the legendary King MC from Rappers Rap, founded by Duffy Hooks. Rest in peace. A lot of other classic MCs, MC Frosty, DJ Flash, so many to name, but we have him tonight here, the legendary King MC. He's here in the green room. Just stepped in. I am G-Lew. The call-in number for tonight is 914-803-4001. You can press 1 and speak to our guest. This show is sponsored by BTP Media Group. Shout out to the homie Jeff Kwan, 93 Tweed, FM Ism, Westside Car Club, Black Box Productions, OG Sundays, the G-Lew Show, and OG Music. Once again, we have the legendary King MC in the building tonight, like Tweed says, on the premises. I want to give a shout out to Miss Queen Jean, my co-host on OG Sundays. She'll be checking in with us tonight. Shout out to MC, my brother CeeLo. Shout out to Flossie B, Hank Norman, my co-host on OG Sundays. Shout out to Tweed Cadillac, 93 Tweed, FM Ism. Once again, it's Westside Wednesdays. And we're taking it back to 81, 82 tonight with the Originators, the first label to be formed on the West Coast, LA. You know what I mean? King MC, he's here. Let me do it like this. I'm going to bring King MC in right after this. Westside Wednesdays. Let's take them back.
Sweeter than sweet, nicer than nice. So call King MC. The greater to the greater, 6 feet down.
You what you wanna do to the funky sound?
With a half a six, and we get our kick by rocking on the mic and collecting the chicks.
With the MC King,
With the positive rap,
To make your booty move
and your hands start clapping.
So Disco Carl,
What's it gonna be? Just get on the mic and RAP.
I'm Disco Carl, sincere and a sweet. To all you young ladies, I've got a treat. A treat for me and you, from morning to night. On the scene with a lover's delight. Cause I got the power to rock the show. Cause I'm a playboy and a gigolo. So call me a lover or maybe a player. But I prefer to be a lady layer. I got ladies on the left, ladies on the right. I even got 5 girls holding my mic. Cause I'm Disco Carl, now make you shout. To Billy D, eat your heart out. Cause I am a lover and that's a fact. I get what I want, then I drop your flat. Cause where did I hear I was cute and fine?
Ho!
I heard it through the grapevine. So King MC,
What's it gonna be? Just get on the mic and RAP. Down with the rap that's worth your while. Cause I'm leaving the rest by a miracle mile. It's the K-I-N, don't forget the G. That's right, y'all. I'm King MC. A young lady's in the front and even in the back. Get up and come down and do the funk down rap. It'll be so bad to dance all night. Shock in the house into the broad daylight. Yes, I'm the cold rocker, King MC. Just tell me everybody, what is it gonna be? To the highest high, to the lowest low, to the decibel. I'm getting ready to go. I see the body breaking beat that's in first gear. And with the sweet little ride that sounds so dear. To the midnight rain, the early morning sun. That's King MC, you know I'm the one. So Mr. Eyes, what's it gonna be? Just get on the mic and RAP.
Well, I'm a master rocker lover called Mr. Ice. I got the dimples and the smile to make the females fight. Like the young pretty girls that make my head turn. So watch out, fellas, or you make it burn. You're like a woman that can offer me security, be it finance, emotionally, or romantically. Real satisfaction is what you need, so a real good time is guaranteed. Cause a woman needs love just like a man. Let's unite as one and walk hand in hand. We got to keep on smiling, look towards the sky. My kind of love you can't classify. Young ladies in the house, you look so fine. I'm a gentleman and I'm worth your time. And a tough star baby who wants to be pleased. Remember, the kids are the king Pisces to everybody.
What's it gonna be? Just get on the mic and RAP.
Success is a journey, not a destination. When it's spent, I'm at all over the nation. First I had the name of a luxury. That's when I rested and dressed and kept the money. And then I had the name of a Mr. D. That's when all the ladies wanted to be with me. My gangster of a name was Killer Mo. That's when I told the ladies I didn't want no more. And now I got the name of a Massimo. I said this is what I want y'all to know. There's a lot of things that I like to do. I say Mackin is one, and that is true. I say anything that I might say comes out to rhyme, but that's okay. Now my name's Macklemore, says don't you know I'm the original Mac. That's the girl stuff. Now every time I'm macking, the ladies know I'm facking. I never ever smoked the whack. I said everybody macking and don't know how. You should have seen me mac the rains out the clouds. First came the lightning, then came the thunder. I said to all the ladies, start to one. I said, who's the guy that's macking so well? He got a hell of a mind that you can tell. He looks so fine, he looks so pretty. He macked his way out through LA City like a cool breeze to put you to ease. Like macking to a lady, she beg you please. Now I'm the master macker that's against the whacker. You better believe I was straight out factor. And you guys like guys, listen no lie. I mack to your ladies and blows their minds. Now in order to mack, you got to know how to fast. You don't even have to drive the castle last. Mercedes Benz, I want to say it again. I want to lay down a mac and fax my friend. Said the pretty girl with the Jerry curl. I mack to the ones with the crescent curl. I mack to them all except that skinny and tall. Now the long hair, short hair, the ones that ball.
At your door, so blow your whistles and pull your gun. DJ Flash has just begun. I'm gonna rap on the mic with a voice so clean. I'll rock the party with the gangster lead. See, I'm versatile, can't jump my style. Got the one and only key to originality. I'm a ladies' man, as you can see. I was picking up girls and busting out freaks at the tender age of 3. See, I'm fine as a fox and dressed to a T. I do it all for the young ladies. With my golden voice and my platinum rap. If they ask you, baby, you belong to Flash. MC Boss D.
What's it gonna be? Just get on the mic and RAP.
Well, I'm Boss D.
I'm hotter than he. Now it's time for me to rap to the beat. When I treat my ladies are really nice. I take them out weekly once or twice to Mickey D's or the movies, and they say Big Daddy's really groovy. So they bring me money, they bring me gold. They never bring me nothing that can't be sold. Cause I'm a hustler and a gigolo from Mexico to the Arctic snow. It's the red you win, the black you miss. The name of this game is called a gypsy twist. The red you might win, the black you might lose. But ladies, I'm the one to choose. With the rappers rap group, and we're having a ball. It's Macklemore,
King of C,
and Disco Carl,
DJ Blast,
Boss Lee,
and Mr. Ice, rocking on the mic, treating ladies so nice. Ha!
It's King MC. Thanks for tuning in to the G-Lew Show on Westside Wednesdays, hosted by G-Lew, our sponsor BTP Media and 93 Tweed FM Ism. Much respect.
Yes, sir. It's the G-Lew Show, Westside Wednesdays, and I got my special guest with us, the legendary King MC. King MC, what's up, man? How you doing,
right.
sir?
How y'all doing down there? How y'all doing?
Hey, man, we doing great, man. We doing great. Glad you could join us tonight. We're going to talk some history.
My pleasure. Yeah, most definitely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, before we get started, I told him you were King MC, but introduce yourself to the people who may not know, you know what I mean, who, because we go way back with this right here. We're talking the first label on the West Coast, L.A., really paved the way for everything to come after that. So just introduce yourself correctly to the people so they can know who you are from your own mouth.
Absolutely. My name is Robert Marshall, and my MC name is King MC, and I am a part of one of the pioneering groups on the West Coast, the Rappers Rap Group. I know that name kind of sounds funny now, but it'll come into context when I really break it down. But, responsible for breaking down barriers and stereotypes so that, people like the legends we have today will be able to walk in and get these mega deals that they're getting.
Right, exactly. So I'm glad you broke it down that way, and we got a lot to talk about tonight, man, because we got some history. This is what I do this show for. And I'm very honored, man, to have you here because I know you have a lot of history, and so many stories to be told that the world does not know, especially from the West Coast. Because, when they talk about West Coast pioneers and everything, they mainly speak about, starting on up from NWA down to probably Ice-T and things of that nature. But it was people before them, you know what I mean, that the people need to know about. So I'm glad we can get this story told tonight, man. So once again, the legendary King MC is with us tonight. It's the G-Lew Show, Westside Wednesdays. Once again, the call-in number is 914-803-4001. Holler at us, press 1 if you want to speak. Before we start, let me go to the phone lines, man. We got some couple people that want to come in, and I want to let them speak before we get into this because we got a lot to talk about. So let me go to the phone line so people want to holler at you, King MC. So let's do that right quick. Okay, 323, you're live on the air. Hello. Hey.
Hi,
what's
Big
up?
Bro.
Hey, what's up with you? How you doing?
Good. I just want to ask y'all a question. I mean, I know this upcoming West Coast artists. What do y'all guys have? Because they try to hurry up, get the bag, and then they end up signing deals, and they don't even know what they signed their life for. So what's the best advice that you could give them? Well, on their own publishing masters.
I'll let King answer that.
Hey, that's an excellent question. I'm honored to be able to answer that question because that's the best question you could have asked. Absolutely, the rule of thumb, the most important thing I can give out, advice I can give, is to always remember this is a business, and you are a business. Above any friends, family, anything, you are a business, and it's a business. It's all about your paper at the end of the day. And the only way for that to become achievable is you need to know how to effectively run your business. As you stated, your masters, yes. Your publishing,
Yes. All your songwriter royalties, credits, yes. You want that. It's all
If
yours.
they don't even know that they have to have to pay all that money, the touring and all that. They got to cut the manager a check and the CEO the check.
Yes, that's absolutely true, and that's why you see so many people. They start to shine. Then the next thing you know, they broke. They in and out of court. It's because they didn't handle their business. People will smile in your face. They'll read the Bible with you if that's what you read. You know what I mean? And I'm saying they'll be there at your wedding, but they will stab you in the back for that money.
Preach. So yes, I hope we answered your question.
I know a lot of people want to sign to like Rock Nation and all that. I understand that they a big business company, but 9 times out of 10 they will own you, right? If you don't sign,
Yes, they will. You have to come in with an attorney. You have to. You can't go in there by yourself. You'll never win.
Dang, see, I did not even know that.
Oh yeah, it's a business first.
Yeah, so you definitely I understand, like he said, people, and you said people want to sign with major labels and companies and all that, but it's definitely in 2019. It's definitely in your best interest to have your your business in order. Like you said, have an attorney with you. Have if you have a manager, make sure that manager has your best interest. And if you already have your own thing going, you can come like now how it is. Artists pretty much, that's why the labels seek them out, because they already have a buzz. So you can come bringing what you have to the table to negotiate better and get yourself a better deal in the end. Hopefully it's a 50-50 deal at best.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
Yes, thank you for calling in. I hope we answered your questions, sis.
It's my pleasure, and good luck. Good luck.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, let me go to a couple more callers. Caller 404, you're live on the air. King MC and G-Lew. Caller, hello. Caller, hello. 404. Okay. Let me go to another caller. 858, the SD. Hello.
What's going on, G-Lew?
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Man, it's Rev Ali, man. Just want to touch base with y'all, man. Talk to the king. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I go real back, G-Lew, real back to the old school, man. So, people like Gaylord Hunter that work for Bellmark Records, and, Duffy Hooks that you mentioned, rest in peace. Those is my peoples, man. We was in the street. Ed Townsend, we was really putting music down and always had a record. So, I just wanted to say that real quick before y'all got into it, into the stories and everything. Yeah, man, but I sure do miss Duffy Hooks. Scotty D doing a documentary. It's called How the West Was Won. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we got Al Bell talking, and we got Gaylord talking, I think, and we even mentioned Duffy Hooks in that, because Duffy was the real West Coast pioneer before you even heard of Easy-E could ever put an E on his name. You know what I mean? So anyway, I just want to say, man, much love to you, man. Rev Ali, love you, man. And I'm right here with you, man. I'm listening, man. I just want to say that, man. Much love and rest in peace to Duffy Hooks, man.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Rev. Much love to you, homie. Hey, it's the G-Lew Show, Westside Wednesdays. Shout out to our callers and listeners, everybody tuned in across the world, from the land to Japan. We got the legend himself up in here, and King MC. Let's start it off and take him back, because we mentioned Duffy Hooks, who pretty much responsible for everything. Tell us how everything came together, because I was told a few different stories, but I want to let you tell it, how the group came together, how you guys were got introduced to Duffy, because I know he put on some auditions, hooked up with K-Day, the legendary KGFJ, and things of that nature. So can you tell us how everything started off?
Absolutely, yes.
there was a concert in 1979 at the Los Angeles Coliseum. It was called the Funk Festival, and it had all the biggest names. And of course, Parliament, Funkadelic. They ended the show. That was our hip hop. Funk was hip hop. That's what the young people in the inner city listened to. And then one night I was listening to 12 AM 1230 KGFJ, and this record came on, and it sounded like it was a party. It's like, wow, they're really having a party. But these dudes just kept talking, and then I started to realize they were talking in a rhythmic form, and they were putting rhymes together. So they played it like 8 times in a row, no lie, full 15-minute version. And so I put in my cassette. That's a thing we used to have to record on back in the days.
Right.
I recorded it, and I would pause and write down the lyrics. I wanted to be the first person anywhere to be able to recite that record word for word. So within 2 days, I was out in front of a crowd of people at school, and it was in high school, and the record came on. They were playing it over the PA system, and I started rapping out loud. And everybody was amazed. They started to gather around. It was like, how you know all this and this? So, a couple of days later, I said, well, let me change this zodiac sign to my zodiac sign, and that favorite car to my favorite car. And before you knew it, I had, wrote a little rap. And it started right there in 1979. But simultaneously, I don't know about other people from the West Coast who came out early, but simultaneously, a guy from New York, his parents and everybody, they moved in right across the street from us. And he had all these cassette tapes, of all the, Spoonie G and Treacherous 3 and, all them. And so I started really hearing hip-hop. So I gravitated towards it and just started to write. And then one day I heard this record come on the radio. They said, this is the first West Coast hip-hop record. And they played it, and that was on KGFJ. They played the G-Lew Groove by Disco Daddy and Captain Rap. That is the official first West Coast hip-hop record.
Wow.
So after they played it, they said there's going to be a rap contest this weekend, and whoever wins is going to be the next artist on that record label, which was Rappers Rap Records.
Right.
And so what I did is I started rehearsing. That Saturday, I went down to the contest. I entered, and I met Duffy Hooks. I met the Sugar Hill Gang, and I met Rick James. And then so they said, we can't choose a winner, so we're going to take all 5 of you guys and make a group out of you. To mirror Grandmaster, not Grandmaster Flash Furious 5. Yeah, to mirror, to be more like Grandmaster Flash and them on the East Coast. And so we said, yeah, we could do it. So we met in Hollywood. We signed a contract, no attorneys, no nothing. We knew nothing about the business. And he said, we have one more audition. I want everybody to look out the window. And this white guy with long hair, looking like Steven Seagal, he with a convertible, he's downstairs, and he's like, this is the 6th member. And we was like, no, it ain't. What you talking about? White dudes don't rap. What? And his name is DJ Flash. He came in, he rocked the house, man. We became a group, and we put out that Rapping Party Groove, and it had a lot of airplay on every major local radio station up and down the coast of California. And we did probably over 100 shows. Duffy Hooks and his father Jerry, rest in peace, both of them. Duffy used to work for Sugar Hill Records, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Sugar Hill Records. And he wanted to come out to the West Coast and get the same success that Sugar Hill was having at that time. And that's where the idea came from, to go ahead and do that. And so we enjoyed some success with that. My royalty check for that was $65. I kid you not.
Wow.
$65. I'll never forget it. I got a check for $65. But it really was $65. You know, so I think there was some backdoor stuff going on. You know, extra copies and stuff like that. I don't know. You know, but it was $65, and that was my first experience. But Duffy said that we had a chance to go to a major record label and do the first album in hip hop. And so Duffy essentially walked us over to AVI Records in Hollywood, which was a major record label. It was right on Sunset. And this guy comes in, real flamboyant, you know, with all the diamonds and jewelry and the fur, and it's Liberace.
Mm-hmm.
I kid you not. It's Liberace.
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 Wow.
Liberace has a tie to hip hop that people don't know. Liberace, he actually signed, you know, our group to a major deal, and we put out the first album ever in hip hop. It's called Sexy Baby, and we had changed the name of our group to Dark Star.
Mm-hmm.
And then we really enjoyed success because we did a high school tour, and that tour was very influential because in that tour, it was a Note to Dope tour, and we performed at Washington High School for some kids, and one was named Ice Cube, and one was named Yo-Yo, and one was named Candyman, and the list goes on. But it was just to say that we had an influence. In some way, we touched the lives of people who came after us in hip-hop. And then one more quick thing real quick. The very first show that we did as a Rappers Rap group was, they left this part out of the NWA movie, but we went to the Eve After Dark, and we performed in 1982. And, you know, Lonzo was there. And, you know, I don't know if he was really feeling hip-hop or not, but he let us perform. And they had a skinny guy, tall, skinny guy. He was on, you know, turntables and mixing the stuff. So after we performed, this guy comes up to me, and he said, hey, man, how you make records? So I said, well, you know, you got to write your music. You got to go to the studio. You got to pay somebody to make the beat, you know, all this stuff. And then you got to go have it to a distributor and all that stuff. So I said, well, let me just get your phone number and I'll give you a call. And so I said, what's your name? He said, Dr. Dre.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying, man?
Right.
That's real. That is a real story.
Mm-hmm.
Real story. So yeah, that's basically how it went. You know, basically. But can I say one more thing real quick?
Yes, sir.
My wife is sitting here. I gotta shout her out. I wouldn't be right if I didn't. Scooby D. He said, "What's up, wife?" Scooby D. Now, Scooby D is the first West Coast. Yeah, she's the first West Coast female MC on wax. Her name is Scooby D. The name of the group is Chapter 3. The name of the song is Biters. And she really doesn't get credit, but she's one of the first females to say, hey, I'm going to go out there and do it. I'm going to represent. She came out on Rappers Rap Records in 1980s, what was it, 86? 85. So I just wanted to, give her a shout out and let her say what's happening.
Hey,
oh, man, much love to the wifey. Hey, what's up, Scooby D? How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Loving this history that we got tonight because the listeners, along with myself, get some insight, on some things we did not know. And we did not know that you were the first lady MC, so we're glad to get this history tonight. So thank you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no problem. No problem.
I'm going to dig that song up and play it as well before we get off the air.
Yeah, please do.
Yes, I will. Much love to you, Queen.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Hey, King MC, that's some history right there. I'm glad you shared that with us, man. Tell us how the group, with the group with MC Frosty and everybody else, how that formed. Were you guys already a group or doing music, or did you guys form with the label?
No, we that rap contest is where we formed. We formed together.
Okay.
And I had actually didn't know any of those guys, but I had seen them around. It was almost like those you see the Temptation movie where people standing on the corner, in that corner everybody's doo-wopping.
Right.
it was literally like that. You walk down the street in 1980, and you'll see a group of guys over here rapping, a group of girls over there rapping, and and that's how it was. I'd seen them around, and then when they put the group together, we all got to know each other then and became one big family.
Right. And how was that legendary audition? Like I heard about, it was put on through KGFJ. Was that true? And how did that go?
Yeah, there was a legendary audition. The one I remember was Ice-T and Disco Daddy.
Oh wow! So Ice-T was there.
And Disco Daddy. Yeah, Ice-T was around. I knew him very well. I know
okay.
Ice-T just like I know my last name. And
right.
He went to Dorsey High School, and actually him and Falsty used to rap together.
Okay.
And then so when the group formed, we had the best of every high school basically in LA, with the exception of Macklemore. Macklemore was a little older than us,
Okay.
And he was like he was like a Macker, like a pimp type of in his lyrics. He was a Mac,
Right.
And he always spitting game, but it was just our differences and our styles that really made the when you listen to like that Rapping Party Groove, and then I'm not putting anybody down to saying when you listen to Rapping Party Groove, and then you go like 4 or 5 years later, and you listen to some of the MCs that was coming up again, and coming up then, and the gimmick that they had, it was really like night and day. Hip hop was changing just that fast,
Right.
Yeah, but we came together, man, as a group, man. Huh?
No, I was gonna say, even for you all, how was that, being that you were the first? How was that trying to what can I say, like create your own, create the style that you had to because even you guys changed and went through different phases, but how was that being the first to come out on the West Coast and have a style that you had, but to create it and sculpture it and make it your own, you know what I mean, to where you because I'm sure a lot of it was experimenting, and then you guys were the first, which I'm sure you had love for a lot of East Coast MCs. So how was that being the first, trying to bring that style in and people accept it and find your way early on?
Hip hop was so new that people almost accepted anything. It don't matter what you was rapping about. It, as long as you was rapping, people accepted it.
Right.
So I think what influenced most of the rappers at that time was the art of battling, because hip hop was all about battling. So you were always trying to come up with new words and new ways to put it together, new ways to breathe doing your rhymes, and that is what propelled the evolution of of West Coast hip hop.
Right. Okay. Also, you spoke about going to AVI, the record label AVI Sunset. I was told too that you guys had a brief stint or were supposed to possibly sign with MCA before that. Can you speak on that?
Absolutely. So what a lot of people don't understand about hip hop and what we went through at that time, when we tried to walk through major record label doors, the doors were slammed in our face, especially if you weren't from the East Coast. I mean, nobody liked hip hop. They said it was a phase; it'd be gone in a couple of years. They said all the mean things you could think of, but we went through the storm to get hip hop accepted. So when we went before we went to AVI, what happened was we got a manager.
Okay.
We didn't have a manager when we was with Duffy Hooks, but we got a manager, and this guy was very powerful. His name was E.J. Jackson, and he's the owner of Jackson Limousine in Los Angeles. One of the biggest limousine companies there.
Yeah.
So he was very big in the community. But his ties, he did business with everybody, millionaires, billionaires, So he met a lot of people, so he was very beneficial to us. So immediately he got us a audition with MCA.
Okay.
But the bad thing was these R&B groups that, these mega groups that we've all known and loved forever, they had resentment because now their sales were rapidly declining, and they vehemently fought against signing hip-hop artists, which I completely understand. I mean, their way of life was being taken away. And so through their push, that deal did not go through.
Okay.
I mean, we had a show lined up with the Gap Band, and I don't know the guy name by heart, but it's not Charlie. But this guy cussed us out so bad, man. When he found out that we were on the bill and we were going to open, they threatened not even to perform in front of a whole crowd of people. So we did not perform. That's the kind of stuff we dealt with early on in hip hop.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, because like you said early on, hip hop definitely was not accepted, but it took on so fast and blew up so fast, it was undeniable. And even through the '80s, when bigger artists came out, it was still looked down upon by your legendary and fellow R&B artists who control the radio.
Yes.
Being that when especially in the '80s when hip hop came along and R&B took off so much, where was the funk thing at, and how was the funk thing accepted, or being that things changed and went really R&B, and the rappers really came up off of the funk? You know what I mean? Was there ever any connection with the funk, or did the funk legends look down upon hip hop, or was that connection created early with some of the funk pioneers? Because hip-hop, not only hip hop but the R&B in the '80s really took over.
Oh yeah, there was it was resentment everywhere. I mean, you had some groups that hip hop could not affect. The legendary groups. Like Lakeside and Brass Construction and Earth, Wind and Fire and Parliament and everybody. You can't. Nothing's going to stop what they have. But all the other subpar groups that had some things going on, they all fell off because there was no budget for them anymore. Everybody was invested their budgeting and marketing dollars now into hip hop. They were signing anybody that walked in the door, and so it was always that resentment and the fact that most people weren't actually musicians. They were just playing over
so
a drum beat,
that wasn't respected.
Some scratching.
Right.
Yes, it wasn't. They started to respect it when the dollar started to roll in. When the sampler came along and all the Parliament beats started and the James Brown beats and stuff started getting sampled and they started getting the royalty checks, they was good with it.
Right. But even with sampling, that was another thing, I know that was big early on when hip-hop came along. Sampling wasn't really in effect that way to where I'm sure people were getting paid from it, and there was a lot of, I'm sure that was a problem with hip-hop as well, people probably being mad they were sampled, or how was that early on with the sample thing?
Yeah. Oh, man, it was egregious copyrights infractions going on all over the board. I mean, they were singing hooks from songs, just looping the whole beat, sampling people's voices and using that for the hook, but it caught up. About 4 or 5 years later, the industry came calling, and a lot of people, had to come out the pocket.
Right. Tell us how we spoke about a couple, like the homie Mac. Tell us about a couple more group members like MC Frosty and how they came in and did their thing, because right after you guys formed the group, kind of split up and everybody kind of went in 2s and 3s and created their own thing. Can you tell us about how that took place?
Yes, sir. Okay, so we did Rapping Party Groove with Rappers Rap Records, and then we signed with AVI and we did Sexy Baby. The thing about Sexy Baby is it actually was never released. Only the promotional copies were played on the radio continuously, but they jumped in too fast. They didn't know how to market it. They didn't know what to do with it, so they sat on all those copies. So what we did right after that is MC Falsey and Love and C did Radioactivity Rap with Rich Kaysen, rest in peace.
Right.
Me and we all still were one group, but we had subgroups. So me and DJ Flash became the Future MCs. We did the Erotic City Rap, State of Shock Rap, Beverly Hills Cop Rap, Nosy People, Fighters, and we did a whole bunch of other songs together. So we had the Future MCs. Then we had Future MCs. Who else I'm saying?
Yeah. How about the Brother Supreme?
Yeah, Supreme. Yeah, Brother Supreme, man. That's true hip hop right there. You know what I mean?
They was cold. They was cold early. Like really, really. Yeah, they was cold, man. Like before their time, really.
I was right there. I was right there when they got signed. Yeah. Standing right there. I tell you. So just Love and C was the youngest of the group. Love and C had the long good hair. All the girls was crazy. So that was good for the group. You know what I mean? It was good for him too. Don't get me wrong, but it was good for the group. Then we had MC Falsey. MC Falsey was like NWA before NWA. Years before NWA. Right. Everything he rapped about was macking, robbing, stealing, shooting, pimping. That's what he rapped about. Mr. Ice
that was early
the elegant.
Rap.
Yeah. Mr. Ice, he was the elegant one. Mr. Ice, he was always smooth, always well-groomed, always well-dressed, and he rapped like ice, real cold and smooth, and all the ladies loved it. He had these dimples, That was Mr. Ice. His style was just real smooth. We had DJ Flash, who threw everybody off because he was this long-haired white dude. Kind of looked like Clint Eastwood, but he had long hair, and he would be on the stage, He was dancing too, and he was rocking the girls and macking to them, and they couldn't believe this white dude's over here rapping and macking to him. So that was cool. And Macklemore, like I said, Macklemore was just a little bit older than us. Most of us was still high school age, but he was older, but he was a Mac. He macked about life,
Right.
Just that consciousness, and that's how all six of us, became one, and we broke off into our little groups. Macklemore put out another record. I can't remember the name of it right now. And MC Falsey did When Doves Cry, and he became a member of another group called Park Avenue, and that is the first, and I believe the only West Coast rap group to be signed to Sugar Hill Records.
Oh wow!
It's called Tear Down the Rock House by Park Avenue on Sugar Hill Records, and you'll see Duffy Hook's name on there, everything.
Wow. More history.
So yeah, that was, you know what I'm saying? So what happened at that time is we all kind of went our separate ways, Life just took on, people started to have kids and marriages and other things, jobs. And so I saw, some of the guys doing different things, and I had got this paper. I was always looking at it. It was called Variety, where you can find out about auditions and things. And there was a record label having an audition. They were looking for rappers. So I took it upon myself and said, I'm not going to throw in the towel yet. This was in 1986. So I went over to this record label. It's called Street Talk Records. And I went in there and I auditioned. And out of all the rappers that came in there, they liked me. I really worked on my craft. I never took paper anywhere I went. Every lyric I had was in my head. And so I went in and blew them away, and they had an idea. They said, hey, look, Janet Jackson got this song called What Have You Done For Me Lately? It's a huge hit all over the world. We want you to make an answer to that in a rap format. I said, that ain't no problem. Okay, cool. So it was a girl there named Screamin' K. Screamin' K was pregnant. This was in 86. She was another one of the first female rappers, Screamin' K. And she was from a group called, I can't think of the name right now. But she was pregnant, and they asked her, could she be Janet Jackson? Could she write a verse as Janet Jackson? So I was on the bus that day. I wrote that rap on the bus and memorized it before I got home. The next day I was in the studio and recorded the record in one take, all 4 16-bar verses. That's what we was doing back then. And, of course, she put her part on there, and we sent it out, and it started getting airplay all over L.A. And then one day we get a call that it's the number 2 record in Europe.
Wow.
And I'm like, this record? Out of all the records I ever did, I said, this record, are you serious? They was like, yes. Immediately, I went down and got a passport, and I flew, just a regular dude from Killer Cali, you know, just like any other brother. I'm on an airplane, first class, flying to Europe. And I toured all over the world just on that one record. It became my biggest hit. And I swear, I went all over the world just on having a dream, picking up a piece of paper and a pencil, you know.
Right.
And after that, you know, did some things here and there, different record labels, but not much more after that.
Right. Yeah, that was a big song right there early. But after that, like you said, you, the other founding members, MC Frosty, like I want to know what happened to him as well, and you know,
Okay.
Duffy Hooks. What happened after that? Because like you said, hip hop is moving fast, and we spoke about people like Ice-T and things of that nature. Now you got the breaking and popping coming in. Things were changing. What happened at that point when you guys kind of fell back, and now you have people like Ice-T and different people coming in, and I want to ask you too. We had the legendary Uncle Jam's Army parties and everything. Were you associated with that? But what was your part in hip hop now moving forward?
Okay, so from that point right there, Duffy continued to make music with gangster rap. Now he moved the record label to Oakland, California, and they had rappers rap records here, you know. And he signed local artists and kept going. MC Frosty continued to rap. That's when he got signed to Sugar Hill Records. After that, MC Frosty, you know, he found himself and he got into spoken word poetry, and that's what he does. And he's pretty good at it. Actually, he's very good at it. He's really went from a rapper to a poet. Mr. Ice is a minister. He's a pastor, and he has been forever. You know, he never really got back into the rap scene. Lovin' C is a businessman. He's a hard worker. He never stops working. He has his own businesses. He still raps, but he raps for fun. You know, just for himself and his family and stuff. Make little videos and stuff, and he's doing absolutely good. DJ Flash is doing good. You know, he took on Macola Records, which was huge. You know.
Right. I want to ask you about Macola as well. Did you guys connect with Macola during your stint? Because I know Macola gets a lot of credit for a lot of the first hip hop acts. You know.
Let me just clear this Macola thing up. Duffy Hooks did it the old school way. When we got all our records, we hopped on buses. And we went to the barber shops. We went to the record shops. You know, we went to the swap meets. We went everywhere, and we delivered those records by hand. We wholesaled them to them. We wholesaled to the owner, and we put the cash together, and it all goes back to the record label. And that's how we were doing it. And then we would go to the distributor. We got the cash to press up more records. So that's how you would do it. Now, Macola comes along and partners with Duffy Hooks. Duffy Hooks doesn't have the capital that Macola had, but he walked them through everything step by step, even the connections before they blew up. You know, that's how Macola came about. And then, you know, they had a lot of money. They became the biggest distributor on the West Coast. Before you know it, everybody, as long as you had the money to get it pressed, everybody was signed and, you know, out there. But acquiring Macola after all these years was a monumental achievement, because now anytime someone wants to do anything involving some of the early hip-hop, that catalog is now owned by, DJ Flash, and all the licensing and stuff has to go through him, and that's why you saw like the first season of, I don't know if you've seen Snowfall.
Yes, one of my that's my favorite show. Yes, sir. Yeah. I heard the music.
Okay, so you already know. You see what I'm saying?
I'm knowing, man. Come on now.
Stuff. So stuff like that, continued to happen, and I left hip hop alone for a little while. I actually moved to the Netherlands, learned to speak fluent Dutch, and I became a producer there, and I produced a lot of acts. I wrote, did the vocal coaching so that they would sound more American, and wrote the raps, produced music, along with another dude named Quincy Lizer. He was like the ultimate hip-hop producer at that time. He was actually the first guy I ever seen put together a beat on a computer. It was called Cubase 1.0.
Cubase.
I'd never seen anybody with a computer.
Yeah.
And
Cubase was the first.
He was a beast. Yeah. So that's what I did in music, and then when I came back here to the United States and started raising a family at the age of 31. I had my first child. So, it took me a while. I started raising a family and, went through some illnesses. And then once I bounced back on my feet from my illnesses, I began to go back to school. I got my high school diploma. Then I got my associate's degree. Then I got my master's degree, my bachelor's, and then my master's degree.
Wow. Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
Yes.
And that was all saying that it don't matter what, man. If you strive to be a rapper, that's cool. Go for it. And I wish you all the best. But if I can do that part of it, you also can. And I didn't do that until I was in my 40s.
Right.
So I just letting all these guys know you don't have to quit school to make it in hip hop. Keep going.
That's what's up. Once again, the legendary King MC, Rappers Rap, the first West Coast label, 81, 82 to do it. You know what I mean? We're getting into history tonight, and we really appreciate this brother, man, for joining us. I want to go to the phone lines and then take a quick break. But let me go to the phone lines first. Caller, hello. Caller, hello.
Is this me, G-Lew?
Yes, it is you.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
I'm sorry. It's Jane. I didn't know you called me in. I'm sorry.
Hey, what's up, Jane?
Welcome. Oh, it's wonderful, Jane. You know where I am.
Yeah, shout out to Portland. You in Portland right now with the family?
Yeah, with the G-babies. Yeah,
Portland's
I'm outside of Portland. Yeah.
Right,
I'm from Washington State. I'm from Washington State, near Seattle.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. A lot of hip-hop came out of there.
It sure did.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's good to hear you and hear your take on everything. And thanks for being there. We appreciate you.
Oh, man, it's my pleasure. I appreciate it. I'm humbled and very grateful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks, G-Lew. I'll talk to you later. Much love.
Okay,
all
much
right,
love,
now,
Jane.
much
Thanks
love.
for calling in.
You bet. Bye.
All right. Much love. Also, callers, if you want to speak, the calling number is 914-803-4001. It's Westside Wednesdays, sponsored by BTP Media Group, 93 Tweed FM-ism every Thursday night, the After 6 Cruise Mix, and OG Music, OG Sunday. Shout out to Miss Queen Jean. Shout out to the Westside Car Club as well. Let me go to one more caller. We got a caller, a special caller, calling in with us tonight. Caller, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening to you.
How are you?
Hello. Finding yourself.
Doing great. It sounds like the Queen Jean. All hail the Queen.
All hail the Queen. All hail the Queen.
How you doing, King MC?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm listening to the interview, and I'm definitely getting educated about you, and you are legendary, and also what you had spoke on about your beautiful wife, your queen. So It's an honor to be here to hear the interview. And you're inspirational when you're speaking about going back to school and going to the Netherlands and learning the language and getting your degree. That's inspirational for listeners who probably thought that they could get back into doing what needs to be done to be more successful on their journey in life. So God bless you and your family. I will continue to listen and get educated more about you and your journey.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I really appreciate every last word. Like I said, I'm very humble and appreciative, and it's an honor to actually just, be remembered, and I appreciate it so much.
No problem.
And my wife says exactly.
Thank you, Queen, and blessings to you. And, you guys just keep on doing what you're doing because you're inspirational. We need this. And the new upcomers, the new rappers that's coming up, they need to hear this because on some for real stuff, they're lost. They're lost on so many levels, and they think that they're so up on it, So hopefully some are listening and getting this inspirational. So blessings to you and your family, and I'm going to stay tuned, keep getting educated on you and your wife's journey, and I'm looking forward to hearing your wife's song too, Jesus.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, blessings to you also.
Thank you, Queen. Peace and love.
Thank you so much. Peace and love.
Thank you, Queen Jean. Thank you, Queen.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All righty. It's the G-Lew Show, Westside Wednesdays. We're going to take a quick break for our sponsors, and I'm going to go pour me a drink and continue on with this legendary historical interview. Thank you again, King MC. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come right back. It's Westside Wednesdays, the G-Lew Show with King MC. Oh, yeah, we're about to go there. Yes. Let's go.
Give me the pop locking. Let's jam, radioactive. Let's jam, radioactive. Let's jam, radioactive. Blood, drugs, gangbangers, and it's thugs and pimps and dope swingers. You got to have knowledge in this world. You might get your personality before your ice world. You're doing your job every day, but then you work so hard till your hair turns gray. But let me tell you, everybody, that's the way it stands. You got to have a number, gonna stay on land. Money will take your mind. You got to be strong now and fight crime. People screaming every day that it ain't no job. On the street night and day, making daily rides. I remember the days of my way. People didn't even know what dope pays. People in this world don't know what to do. It seems like magic, also voodoo. Let's jam, radioactive. Let's jam, radioactive. Let's jam, radioactive. Gotta play all hustle and trouble. Man, say if the lane does a jeopardy double. Who's calling the shot? What rights have I got? Why must I always be put on the spot? Must I keep it low pro so I won't be robbed? It's hard to find a job in this thing, and there's trouble on the street just can't be beat. It's hard to compete with the thugs in the heat. Cuz, blood, gang bangers, and it's thugs and pimps and dope swingers. You got to have knowledge in this world. You might get your personality before your ice world. You're doing your job every day, but then you work so hard till your hair turns gray. But let me tell you, everybody, that's the way it stands. You gotta have enough for them to stay on land.
went by, didn't know what it was. It was all about blood, and it was all about cuz. He was shot in the brain by the street gang. Died on the corner with his girlfriend chained. His girlfriend ran fast as she could. Tried to get help while the others stood just looking around, saying who's on the ground. Is there money in his pocket to be found? Kids smoking sherm, sniffing cocaine, kicking back, wake the fame, insane in the brain of what you will be. Sniffing cocaine and smoking, you see. Believe in me like an ABC. Don't live your life in no misery. Remember the days that we kept it live with Temptations and the Jackson 5. Hey buddy, buddy, hey buddy, buddy. Hey buddy, buddy, hey buddy, buddy. If you can dig it, you can get on down. Hey buddy, buddy, hey buddy, buddy. Hey buddy, buddy, hey buddy, buddy. If you can dig it, you can get on down. Hey buddy, buddy, hey buddy, buddy. I say hey buddy, buddy, hey buddy, buddy. If you can dig it, you can get on down. Hey buddy, buddy, hey buddy, buddy. I say hey buddy, buddy, hey buddy, buddy. If you can dig it, you can get on down.
help me, help me, help me, help me. All those eyes, they're all out to get me. Wars and murders, when will it cease? I'm being robbed. Someone call the police. Bad times, these are for real. Bad times is what you and I feel. Weather plays havoc on the eastern states. Floods, hurricanes, and you can't escape. Tornadoes drop trees, hurling home and debris, leaving little behind for death and injury. Gonorrhea, syphilis, ran like the plague. Doctors afraid to treat the victim of age. The world is threatened by nuclear war. Americans die in El Salvador. The people go to court for solidarity in a speech to seek the people some parity, begging me to break my campaign with a cord. And ASA rating will run in 84. Bad education is just a revelation. Still each year, kids dress for graduation. The third world still out of hunger, bleed. Teenagers running loose, sexual child abuse. The Bible tells us it's just a prophecy. Bad times, these are for real. Bad times is what you and I feel.
things in my town that make me frown. Now I don't know what's going down, but it's getting hard everywhere I look. Old ladies putting lots of pocketbooks. One big city looking like a jungle with millions of people tied up in a bundle, working hard, but day by day, watching the steps and the words they say. By the street gang everywhere. Don't go to the park, you might get shot there. Shot dead in the head by an enemy gang. We're living in a world that's gone insane. Hanging on the street corner looking for a job. Couldn't find none, so I started to rob. Rob one by one, two by two. Mama cried and she died too soon, so I quit the church and I started to sin. When the going got tough, I didn't have no friends. I bought me a gun and I lost my wife. I was gonna use a razor to take my life. My sister's working on the avenue. Brother's doing time in the prison soon. Dad's on dope, had a heart attack. Mama cries, why is life like that? Erotic city, baby. Erotic city, rapping city. We're the MCs with no pity. Sir Flat and King MC. Erotic rapping harmony. Every time we comb our hair, all the ladies stop and stare. It feels so good inside. I want one of the girls like you. Such a purity. Pretty insane. Yo, what's up, man? What's up? There's a picture of MCs. Hey, what's up, fellas? Yeah. What's up, y'all? What's up, Michael? All right, guys. Back in the town. Yeah. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, you're the new city. Erotic city rap. You're playing the club, man. Yeah. What's up, Lloyd Lee, rocking the house. We can love. Yeah, what's up? Dr. Rob on the mic. Future Blast. What's up, Captain Rap? Yo, my man up there working on his jam, man. What's up, David Garcia? Erotic rap down. Yo, what's up, Bill in the background? Yeah, check it out, y'all. Rocking the city from LA and New York. What's up, Rockin' Rob? What's up? And yo, what's up? We can dance all through the night. We can dance all through the night. We can hold each other tight. We can love until the dawn, making love until it's gone.
Westside Wednesday, the G-Lew Show. Legendary shit. We got King MC with us. Man.
What? Man, we partying over here. We partying, man. The whole block dancing, man.
Hey, man.
Y'all setting the bay on fire right now. G-Lew Show.
Oh, my God.
Straight fire.
Where they doing it at? Hey, man. Hey, that right there, that record right there, Erotic City, is just classic, man. Then you had the end part, you know, everybody talking similar to the what's that, the message, and really that was a West Coast message. You know, if the people did not hear that, that was the message for the West Coast, because you spoke about everything going on in the streets, the gang banging. You know, we had people speak about every part. I heard Long Beach in there. You know what I mean? That was classic, man. Erotic City, that's the one right there. You know what I mean?
Man,
that's the one.
That. Thanks, man.
That's the one.
I still remember recording that, man. I was in the dark when I was recording. I just had the lights off, just, you know, feeling the whole vibe of the music, you know.
Right.
Man.
That was classic.
Man, I need to say something real quick, man, because I gotta give respect. Ronnie Hooks, that's W Hooks' brother. He was right there, side by side, shoulder by shoulder. He brung in Ronnie Hudson, you know, to Rappers Rap Family, and did the West Coast Pop Lock.
Yes. You already know I'm gonna play that.
West Coast National
That's
Anthem.
the one.
That's the one. I gotta give him a shout out, man. I have to say his name because, man, you know, without him, I wouldn't be doing this. You know, wouldn't be doing this either, man. So, you know, definitely a shout out. And to Superhero, he actually became a member of Dark Star. You know, when Macklemore went on about, you know, doing other things. So he was there for a short time, but yeah, he was there. I appreciate you letting me, you know, I didn't want them to think I left them out, man.
Oh man, that's much respect and much props. Ronnie Hudson, shout out to Ronnie Hudson, definitely the West Coast anthem early before everything else, and even to this day, when you put on that song right there, it's definitely classic. You know what I mean? Classic.
Absolutely.
what I want to do. Oh, we have some callers. The callers, if you want to speak, press 1. We'll bring you into the show. We got the legendary King MC with us right now. If you're just tuning in with us, the G-Lew Show, Westside Wednesday, sponsored by BTP Media. Also 93 Point Tweet, FM-ism. Shout out to Uncle Tweed Cadillac, man.
FM-ism.
FM-ism. Every Thursday night it goes down in a real way. I want to ask you, man, you know, so many classic records. Again, you stepped back from hip-hop, but what did you think about how, you know, things took off really fast and hip-hop really started moving forward on the West Coast, you know, how it did. You know, you got Ice-T coming in. You got, later on, you spoke on Dr. Dre and how you were introduced to him and how he later on became definitely one of the greatest, if not the greatest, producers, definitely from the West Coast, but in all of hip-hop. How did you feel about how hip-hop started to move forward once you took a step back?
Man, I actually was amazed, but you know, all that, even when I took a step back, I never stopped writing and never stopped rapping. So I was always still battling and stuff, people, you know, that was just in my blood. But it was amazing to see the acceptance. Like when Curtis Blow got his first major endorsement, which was Sprite, and he had a song called "They're Playing Basketball," and they had the commercial on TV. That was like that was a major step in hip hop, because now the advertisers were, you know, starting to take it seriously. So I started to see all these groups really start to shine. You know, they were getting paper and you know, getting, you know, part small roles in movies and, you know, all kind of things. So it was becoming accepted. But at the same time, I kind of felt like the funk groups felt when hip hop first came on, because what we did was party rap, you know, the straight up street rap. And then NWA came and kicked down the whole door, you know. So that pretty much was the end of our career right there. The day NWA's straight out of Compton hit the shelves, because we couldn't go, you know, from being Hammer to 50 Cent. You know, it wouldn't work. So we had to find more creative ways to become involved, which was to actually, you know, get involved with managing younger groups and helping people get on, you know, through our connections. And that's what a lot of us did. You know, we were behind the scenes on a lot of things.
Right. I wanted to ask you, I spoke about it earlier. I wanted to ask you, did you have any connections with Uncle Jam's Army early on, and what Clayton was doing and things of that nature, since he was early on as well?
Yeah, I knew Roger Clayton. He's the one who actually broke Erotic City Rap. He's the one we actually gave him the first copy. At that time, he was on KGFJ, and he actually played it, and you know, did an interview, and that was really cool. Now, I had already heard of Uncle Jam's Army, that, you know, because, you know, even before the hip hop thing, they were big in funk, you know, playing funk music and party music and putting on big shows. But it wasn't hip hop at first, and there was their rivalry, which was another company, was called Party Line Productions, or either Party Line Promotions. They were just as big. Those two. So if you were trying to do anything in music, you had to get your music to them. Then when I believe it was Planet Rock came out. I believe it was Planet Rock. Then I remember those guys kind of coming out sounding, you know, pretty similar to that. You know, it really started to change, man. That NWA with the street thing, and within 7 days, it was 200 records out. I'll kill your mama. I'll shoot your daddy in the head. I'm going to feed your baby my 40 ounce. It was, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had Gangsta Granny. You know, everybody was a gangster all of a sudden. But, you know, I didn't think that would last. It was really a shocker for us that, you know, did a lot of fighting for, you know, rights back in the days with the whole Black Panther thing and, you know, the Black Pride thing. when we saw the culture change, when people was actually cussing. You know, I'm not gonna cuss on your show, but you know things I would say. But
you can say what you want to say, homie.
Yeah, hey man, when people start saying "fuck you," "hoes," "shoot you in the head," all that kind of shit, man, on a record, and was making money. Oh my God!
Right.
I was like, "What is this, man?" You know. So immediately, we started getting into. I started getting into a lot of, you know, like I said, R&B groups and stuff, and I started the art of putting a 16-bar rap on an R&B song. So that's how I stayed relevant, is because every artist I worked with, I was able to put a 16-bar rap that was relevant to what they were singing about on their song. And, you know, and that led me going back overseas to Europe and working with all them. But, yeah, I just felt like those funk groups, man, you know, I saw the game being taken over and changed, and people being free to express who they actually were, you know, wear your hair how you want it, you know, dress how you want it, and fuck the world, you know. I loved it.
Hey, look, and let me ask you this, since we spoke on the gangster rap thing and how you kind of felt about it, how it shifted, but let me ask you this, being that you were a part of, not you per se, but mainly like maybe MC Frosty and a couple more guys in the group who were really expressing gangster rap in the early stage when it wasn't that, and you didn't put it in that way. It wasn't fuck you and I'll kill you and all that, but you were expressing street uncommon knowledge and gang banging at that time. How was that, being that you were doing that in the gang scene early on? Because we're talking about 82, 83, 84, when the gang scene really took effect, and it was in effect when you guys were doing your raps and doing the songs. And how was the receptance of that, being that you did shows and gangs where Crips and Bloods were really forming, and you were in the mix of that, and you had early gangster rap, really, like songs that we played, like Radioactivity was like an early NWA in a different way, though. You know what I mean? Really, you guys are really formed that. So how, you know, tell us about that.
Okay, so well, there was another record label that we had in between record labels, and it was called Levic Records.
Okay.
And Levic Records, Levic, and we put out a double-sided single, and it's called Earth Rock and Planet Earth.
Right.
So we were rapping really like NWA, but we wasn't cussing. But you know, it wasn't that big because everybody wasn't into that. But let me see. So, man, what's the question again?
No, it was just like overall,
question?
because the gang, because speaking about gangster rap, you guys, like I said, were really doing early gangster rap, like in those songs. And how was the reception, and how was it at that time to balance that? Because the gang scene was taking real effect at that time. You know, Crippin' and Blood was really blowing up. So you express it in your lyrics and your songs. And how was that time? And how were the gangsters? And I'm sure they appreciated that. How was that? Mixing all that together.
Gangbanging was absolutely off the charts. I mean, people took that hood shit, that color shit, fucking seriously. I mean, I've seen plenty of people killed in my lifetime, and I was living right in the thick of it. On the weekdays, I lived in L.A. and went to school because my mother and father was never a couple. So I stayed in L.A. during the week at my father's, and on the weekends at my mother's in Long Beach. So in L.A., I lived off of 29th and Western. 29th is the borderline between the neighborhood Bloods and the Rolling 30s.
Right.
Literally, they had to shoot past my street to shoot at each other. And so I knew early on that there were a lot of gangsters that was rapping in the streets at house parties.
Right.
And they was rapping long before NWA. They was already doing the gangster stuff. But record labels wasn't even thinking about touching nothing like that. In fact, nobody even had an idea to even approach a record label with nothing like that. But it was already prevalent in the streets. NWA basically took it and made it, you know, more mainstream. But yeah, people have been rapping like that for a long time. I was baffled. That was my reaction. Like, wow, this is really fuck the police. What? Fuck the police on a record.
Right.
After that, man, it was open season for hip hop, man. I loved it.
Right. and being with let me ask you this, being with that all that done and how it took a turn, who were some of the people, like you said, it really, NWA was kind of the first to really, take it there like that, but who were, even though some of the lyrics and stuff was outlandish, but who were some of the people that you really that you liked on the gangster rap scene that took it there in these times where the music was good and everything, or that you felt were real, or just that you respected?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you, Ice-T.
Okay.
I had already known Ice-T. I had known him for quite a while. In fact, literally, we hung out every single day with Henji and Evil E, and they be spinning the records, and we just be rapping all day. But his rap was always street, always gangster, period.
Right.
No doubt about it. And
why wasn't Ice-T ever involved with the early stuff? Just briefly, I don't mean to cut you off. I want to ask you this because he was around. Why was he? Why was he a part of Rappers Rap or what you guys had going on early on?
Well, he actually was. He actually was. So what happened was Magic Disc Records, which is actually Saturn Records.
Right.
Saturn and Duffy Hooks was actually a partnership. And they wanted to branch off into Saturn Records and bringing out other rappers. Ice-T, who had always been around, was already in the mix and already recording in the studio with these two producers, man, that was up and coming, that was real hungry, so they was working hard in the studio to get out there. I think their name was like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, something like that, man. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. I got you.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with it.
Yeah, they actually did the music, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. And
wow. History again, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead.
Yeah. Definitely, man. That's like another connection, that moved on to to greatness out there. But Ice-T was, let me tell you about Ice-T. First time I met Ice-T, I went to a screening of a movie called Beat Street. Legendary hip-hop movie, Not Beat Street, I'm sorry. Wild Style.
Oh, Wild Style. So we taking it back. Okay, Wild Style.
Yes.
That was the first hip-hop really movie, right?
Movie, yes. First hip-hop movie. We went to this theater. Everybody sitting down. I didn't go with Ice-T. I had never seen him. But we were all sitting down to watch this, because this is like graffiti, breaking, MCing, everything, the whole culture, And so before the movie started, this guy comes in with about 14 girls. And he walks down the center aisle, and the girls spread out over the front of the theater, like across the front. And this dude starts clapping, getting everybody to clap to a rhythm, and then he starts rapping. He had this long perm, man. You could tell he was pimping. And, his name was Ice-T, man. And, that's when I first met him. He started rocking, and everybody stood up and gave him a standing ovation. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then one thing led to another. And eventually, like I said, he recorded with us, and we were all friends for years, man. Even my brother, rest in peace, JB, is in all his videos.
Wow. Hey,
I'm
man,
telling you.
Thank you for that story. Hey, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I want to thank you for that story. That story there was never told, and that's just more icing on the cake for Ice-T, to let them know that Ice-T was really that guy. You know what I mean? Early on.
Definitely.
That's a great story right there, man. That's history.
Definitely.
Go ahead.
Ice-T, man, he was, man. So like I said, the influence was I grew up in both cities, LA and Long Beach. Every week, weekend.
Shout out to Long
so,
Beach.
Two houses that now the first two rappers from Long Beach to go on wax is, of course, Captain Rap, from Just That and Captain Rap and legendary Bad Times by Captain Rap,
A lot of people didn't know Captain Rap was from Long Beach, man. So I'm glad
straight up from the LBC, Long Beach Poly.
You know what I mean? Shout out to the LBC, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't know that though.
Man, one of the great ones, man.
Yeah.
Real humble dude, man. Bad. So me and him was the first two rappers from Long Beach. That's the foundation that's never spoke about. You know, when most people speak about Long Beach, they start right there with Snoop and Warren G. You know, everybody.
Yeah.
You know, but that was
radio.
the foundation.
There's another guy named Radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because nobody was talking about Long Beach, you know, on records. You know, you heard about L.A. and Compton and the Valley and stuff like that, but you didn't hear about Long Beach until Snoop, you know, put Long Beach really on the map. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Snoop actually lived 2 doors down from my mom's house.
Wow.
So when we was practicing as Rappers Rap Group in Dark Star, we sometimes would practice in my mother's garage. Snoop and my 2 little brothers were always right there. So that's why when Snoop came out with the song with the legendary, rest in peace, Tupac, California Love, and he started off by saying, Cuz, blood, gang banging.
Gang banging.
When you go back and you listen, that's radioactivity rap.
Right.
Yep.
Right, exactly.
That's word for word radioactivity rap. And he got that from watching us rehearse in the garage. And
History.
then so on his 16th birthday, I believe it could have been 18th, but I believe it was his 16th birthday. He had a party at the Poly Apartments in Long Beach. Now, I brought my DJ equipment, and you know he was sitting there. He said, "Hey man, play this tape, man. Play this tape, man. You gotta hear it. I just did this record, man. It's gonna be a hit." You know, I said, "All right, man. I'm gonna put it in. I know you got the deep cover thing going on. You blowing up, you know." Okay, so I put it in, and it's Snoop Doggy Dogg. Swear to God, on everything I love. That's the song, and he kept playing it over and over. I said, "Man, that's gonna be a fucking hit, man. That's going to be a hit." And then the other little homie over there, he like, "Man, play mine." So it's fucking Warren G. I didn't even know Warren G, but that's Warren G. And I'm putting in his CD, 1 puff, 2 puff, 3 puff, 4 puff, 5, I'm feeling real high, leaning to the side. You know what I'm saying? So just being a part of that history, watching the torch get passed on, you know, from one person to another, and then watching it elevate, it's amazing, man, because I heard those songs before they were even out, you know. So that's how it went, man. Yep, you guys, can y'all still hear me out there? I don't hear anything. Y'all listening to the G-Lew show. It's going down. You got Scooby D, KMC up in here. I don't know if you guys can hear me. We might be having some technical difficulties, but I'm pretty sure it'll all get straightened out in just a second.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, I'm here, man. We lost connection briefly. My bad, man. I couldn't hear anything. I'm glad we got back. Continue on with the story. I'm sorry. I was cut off for a second. I don't know where you left off.
Oh, it's all good, man. Basically, you know, watching Snoop grow to the person he is, man, I feel like although I have, you know, maybe a little bit of persuasion in his decision to go into hip hop, I feel like I'm a part of that, you know, like I'm a piece of that. When I see him, man, I'm just so proud to see a brother, especially from the LBC, blow up like that, you know, and do his thing, man. And
man, I'm just glad you got to speak on that right there. That story was like, again, you spoke on 2 or 3 different stories briefly, real quickly. You know, we weren't even getting into that, and you spoke on Ice-T, you know, early on, what he did. Snoop Dogg, Captain Rap, being from Long Beach, you know, because I'm connected with a lot of Long Beach people, and just giving Long Beach that history and respect, man. So I'm glad you were able to do that. And then having connections with Snoop Dogg early on, you know, and seeing him do what he did and become pretty much the king of the West Coast as he crowns himself. Respectfully, you know what I mean? Because he's done it the biggest. So
absolutely, man.
Just for you to have connections with all of these people, man, really the foundation of hip hop. You go back to Ice-T. For the people who may not know, like we spoke on earlier, he's really giving the credit, you know, for spearheading everything that happened on the West Coast, especially with the gangster rap and where it went, and to have connections with Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. You know what I mean? Like, you're connected with all of this, man. So it's definitely, man, just a pleasure, man, for you to have these stories and to share them with us, man, and to enlighten people on this hip-hop history on the West Coast. And you are definitely connected with all of it, man. So, man, it's a beautiful thing, homie.
Now, since I'm up here in the Bay, and I got respect and nothing but love for the Bay, you know, I have to do it right. I got to give a shout-out to the first MC from the Bay Area on wax who came out the same year that we came out. His name is Motorcycle Mike.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Motorcycle Mike. He actually came out. I mean, the whole shebang, the records, promotional pictures, that stuff is actually on the internet. So shout out to the Bay Area. I want the Bay Area to know that you guys were absolutely in the beginning of hip-hop and absolutely a part of the foundation of West Coast hip-hop, period.
Wow. History again. Shout out to Motorcycle Mike. Hey, shout out to Mike. How long after that did, you know, being in the Bay, we got to speak on the legend Too Short. How long after did Too Short start doing his thing, and you guys got word of Too Short and what he was doing in the Bay?
Oh my God, I remember watching a show called I don't know if it was Nightline or 2020, way back in the 80s, and they did a piece on Rapper's Delight, you know, the Sugar Hill Gang. But then they said now it's starting to take form in California. And they did a documentary on this guy named Too Short up here in Oakland. He was walking around and everything. He was rapping. He had this slow, simple flow, but it just fit every beat that he rapped. And everything that he said, everyone can relate to, you know, and it was real. It wasn't no sugar-coated stuff. And I heard him. I was like, oh, that dude's pretty dope, man. He's probably going to do something. But in my head, I'm thinking, oh, man, he in Oakland, though, you know. That's what I'm thinking at that particular time because everything was going through L.A. But nah, man. I would go to the stores, to the liquor stores, car washes, and I would see a CD. Everywhere you went. Everywhere you went, you seen a Too Short CD. And next thing I know, if I'm not mistaken, the year was 1987. He came out with his video on BET. I think
Life
the
is
show
Too
was
Short.
called The Basement. Yeah, Too Short. He was dope, man. And he had his own flow, and it encompassed gangster rap as well, you know, but it was more of a Bay Area flow, you know, even with the lingual, you know. It was infectious. Yeah.
Right. Shout out to Too Short, Todd Shaw. We had to give respect to him, man. Shout out to Show Dog, man. Man, hey, let me do this right quick, man. Let me go to this because you spoke about this song, and what you spoke about in this song was definitely we played Radioactivity, Bad Times, which really to me is the foundation of so-called gangster rap, reality rap. You know, right there in those lyrics. You spoke about another song also, Earth Rock, man, and the shit that was being spoke about in this song. Tell us about this song, and we want to go to this song. Take us to this classic song, Earth Rock.
Earth Rock was the first time we was really able to you know, I don't mean to sound feminine or nothing, but to let our hair down. You know, to not actually have someone coaching you on how to say it and what to say and what not to say. You know, this was a time where we got to really sound like where we're from. So we rapped about, you know, real shit that people's going through. And so this is the first time you hear like the Rappers Rap Group, what we would call Dark Star, but this is the first time you hear us not being so, you know, 1980-ish, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. This here it is, Earth Rock, Rappers Rap Group, King MC. Let's do it like this, man. Westside Wednesdays.
I'm Mr. Foxy, king of the rap, figure Italian and German, plus two, a jazz star, more Korean, plus Chinese, the dog, the cat, twin one to me. So step aside, over wide, step aside like a bumblebee, humming, making honey in the hive. Put a ring on my finger, one on my thumb. Don't base game with one by one. Cars on the boulevard, bloods in the avenue, stealing and the killing is all on our with a new. Broke up a day, you gotta skip for your lunch. Don't even have a TV set to see the Brady Bunch. It's rough right here, everywhere you go. West, east, south, and plus the North Pole. Lubricate your body, get loose and take a ride. The cool kung fu, cause the world is rotted. Come on, everybody, wave your hand. False D, I'm a hell of a man from East Germany, Switzerland. Just check it out, check it out. Well, I'm the rapping and I'm coming and I'm making and I'm rapping. I'm the boy grown, not alone, brother 20 as a bone, monogram, got them on, lady do it in my home, in and out, in. I'm a lady, best fan, famous there, do it, die. I don't care, later, bitters on it, all I really want is money, so help me turn the eye.
Well, I'm DJ Flash, sweeter than honey, like a millionaire, I'll take your money. I'm DJ Flash, sweet and divine. I got a funky rap and it's all mine. A long time ago on a planet so far, oh Flash was born who will be a star. Superpowers under God's creation, destiny to rock the nation. So I flew among the stars on the lightning streak, spreading positive force through the galaxy. One of the stars in the heaven was my home. I was a prince and the universe was my throne. I rap gamma rays of galactic funk. Power in my rap to make you shake your rump. I rap ultraviolet, supersonic, relativity speaking. I can rap bionic, X-ray rap. It's infrared. With my super rap, I can rock the dead. What's a cosmic radiation rap from the mastermind of MC Flash?
One for the ace, two for spades. This is how MCs are made. There was the time when I wasn't known for MC rhymes on the microphone, but as years went by, I took care of that by creating myself a vicious rap because I saw more cases than Charlie Chan. I beat more crooks than Superman. I swim more miles than Mark Spitz. I got more rhymes than the dog has tricks to the beat, y'all. You don't stop, come on, y'all. That body rockin', MC rockin' rock on the mic, just freaking to the beat, and I'm getting down. Come on, everybody do what you like, cause I'm the MC who wears the crown.
You know my name from station to station, the general who raps the mic from nation to nation. And when the question came around,
hey, who's the best?
You picked the LA City rapper from all the way west. I'm gonna say it again so all the ladies will know that I'm the one and only favorite of the superheroes. To put your two-tone cover to my disco flow, and let the boogie shake your booty to the beat and more. Cause I'm the greatest DJ, MC, and MD. I'm better than the rest with all the ladies to get down. Let's really have a party tonight, and let's rock it steady to the early light. And when it's 3 o'clock in the morning time, you go on and on and on just like you did at 9. You just rock, you just don't stop. But to the tick-a-tick-a-tock of my disco clock. Goes a ding-ding dong. Shaking with your body to my disco song. No need to sit or stand against the wall, cause you're going to party once and for all. Well, I'm the superhero. I'm giving you up and on your toes. The one and only DJ with the short shot beat that make the young ladies rock and stomp their feet. Cause I'm a playboy, the ladies' toy. And when they hear my name, they say, oh, Roy, cause I can rap on up and groove on down. I make it boogie to the disco sound. Girl, I just love your hairstyle, so surely you can tell me your name. And maybe later we can mingle this all in the fun, but even then you never really feel the same. Why don't you check me out? I said I'm so bold. I think you open up my mind to my heart. And if you got the time for me to show and tell, I'll be a student to my lesson never nod. Got to understand me like I understand your kind. I know it ain't easy. You are the freak of the week for 2 times in 1969. But whisper something nice so that I can take control. Be good to me, and you know how it feels. It's so hard, baby, it's unreal. Turn it up. I got a few things I want to talk to the ladies about. Now, is it live or is it memory?
Born in California, raised in LA. When it comes down to rapping, I do it my way. It started in the East, cause they put it together. But now that I can do it, it sounds a little better. Put words in such a way you can't bear so. Bold and told, making you hysteria. So if you take yourself in rapping and stuff, you better watch out, cause I'm calling your bluff. Take a step to the side, you'll be caught in a jam. I'ma mess it down like a sweet potato yam. Take your rise and break them down, proving that you walk out and they end up with a sound. I'm the better in the town. Hit you with a left arm, hit you with a right. Hit you with a uppercut and put out the light. And after all that, if you still got the power, I will run down the run, guaranteed to devour. Go inside your mind, cause you sound a little shallow, but it's kinda hard to do when your head is hollow. Breath smells bad like a can of camper soup. Girl, say you look gross and you eat Fruit Loops. Walking down the street with the image of a champ, and I won't be surprised if you have food stamps. Got a nose like a pole, lips like a lizard. Top that off, you just like a wizard. The girl over there, you say you want to date her, but she said you look like a alligator with your dog breath feet and your big old feet. You look like a heathen walking down the street. You look out of place with your hamburger face. You're a disgrace to the human race. If I was you, I would run because they just might shoot you with an elephant gun. Say you're better than me, but that's what you think. You know you're lying and your breath stink. Got a monster look and you know that's true. When Michael Jackson saw the super, he was thinking of you. Your big chili bowl face and half crackle pop head. Wish you would've talked cause your breath smelled dead. Matter of fact, your breath smelled like a bag of onions. Make my eyes water like I was chopping onions.
Shouts out wide, a tip with your bone. You got MC Funky on the microphone. I thought you went east, but you came back west. Smelling up the phone with your pitbull rap. Take a rest, that's best, cause your underarm knees. This ain't nothing but a start, you bet. In LA, dancing at a disco. Smell so bad, you smell you in bed. So went up north, you came back south. Blew the lady down when you open your mouth. You try to act nothing but a pump, and I'm the king while smelling like a skunk. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, just way up high, king over all. When you fast, you came down quick. He said, into the store, or am I bliss? Break down, break down. Here I go, Rob Marshall.
When I was young, I couldn't rock, and every time I rap, they made me stop, so I went on home and locked my door, then created myself a rhymes galore, and then I sat on back and made myself a tape. I sent it to a cool DJ, said my tape was live like a star on the show, so you played it on the radio, and then I jumped for joy. Oh yes I did, cause I playing no tricks, cause tricks are for kids. The whole neighborhood, the whole darn state came up and said my stuff was great, like an energized bed, it goes on and on. My jams don't stop till the star is born, and once the star is born, you will see why my name is King MC.
Nobody was thinking about being first this or first that.
I'm still with the music business, rap, the rap, hip hop.
This was my whole life.
Rap, Jerry. No, I'm not just producing. We got like people like the Sir Mix-a-Lot, LL Cool J, stuff like.
Oh well, we started, man, just having fun.
We just produced
the way
records.
we rap, the lyrics that we rap, the music that we rap to, was all controlled by Duffy Hooks. This is where Duffy's vision was. Everybody at that time, 1980, when we were looking at rap as a fad. He came with a whole new sound on the West Coast. Nobody actually thought rap was going to evolve into an art form and get as big as it was now. Even the people involved.
How you doing?
Good seeing you after all these years.
Yeah, so you're still the same. We just produced the record, that's all.
We had to rap this way. We couldn't curse. We couldn't be too street, you know. Something that was brand new and exciting.
Duffy was one of the first ones that did the particular rap by using Rick James.
Shirley, come on, Shirley.
So Duffy was back there on the East Coast, and what he did, when he came back to the West Coast, everybody really wasn't into rap. So what kind of music is this? You know, they heard about the song by Rappers Delight.
You didn't have to be able to sing like Luther Vandross or anything to get a recording contract or anything. And it was fun. It was a new kind of music. The name of the record label was Rappers Rap Records.
What did you do, Jerry?
We went to a lot of record hops. No, I don't rap. We just produced the record.
The guy that owned the record company, his name was Duffy Hooks.
Back in the day, we share our masters and the track. We take a track and produce like 3 records off of it. I mean, we had it rough.
So basically what happened is we paved the way for all the West Coast rappers. Nobody really knows this story because when you watch things like VH1 Hip Hop Honors, they recognize the pioneers of West Coast rap as people like NWA, you know, Ice Cube. That, you know, and that's far from the truth. We were here touring, doing shows, promoting West Coast rap long before DJ Tracy changed his name to Ice Cube. The major record labels were like, that's not hip hop.
Yeah, I'm still with the music business, rap music. The rap, hip hop, pop.
Give us a little rap, Terry.
No, I'm not rapping, but we got like people like the Sir Mix-a-Lot, LL Cool J, stuff like that.
You gonna rap for us?
No, I don't rap. We just produce the record. That's it.
The guy that owned the record company, his name was Duffy Hooks. The name of the record label was Rappers Rap Records.
Yeah. Hey, it's the G-Lew Show, Westside Wednesdays, man. We had to take you back. We got a few minutes left. We got the legendary King MC with us live. We had to give it up for the legendary Ronnie Hudson. King MC. Hey, man.
What's happening?
Man, this was classic and legendary, man. I want to thank you, man, for taking time out to join our show tonight, our platform. It was definitely, man, appreciated, and this was a classic episode. Will go down in the books, history, everything you spoke on so much. Is there anything that we did not speak on that you want to speak on, sir?
I just want to say, man, that I love today's hip hop. Hip hop had to grow up and evolve into, other formats. It's just beautiful to see it accepted, and so many people dive into the industry, to do their thing. It's the number one
genre, if I'm not mistaken.
It absolutely is, man, and I love it, man. And I just want to give a shout out to all the other pioneers. I wasn't trying to tell their story. I'm just telling my story the way I saw it, the way I lived it. You know what I mean? Uncle Jam's Army, big shout out, man. They did their thing, man. NWA and all the other. One other artist, rest in peace, man, who was in the conscious part of hip hop was the Intelligent Hoodlum.
Oh, man. Yes, sir.
This dude, man, I love this stuff, man. He actually got me into the frame of mind of what I am today. Very conscious brother, and I love you guys, man. I love having a platform. I love the fact that people, still talk about the stuff, and just keep doing it, man. Just keep doing it. Big shout out, and of course Scooby D right here.
Scooby D.
Big shout out to
tell
my
your wife. I'm very sorry. I tried to pull that song up. I couldn't get it. I couldn't pull it up. I definitely wanted to play it. People wanted to hear it, but I could not pull it up for some reason on the online platforms. I wish I could have got you to send it to me, but I couldn't pull it up, man. I wanted to play that.
Oh, it's all good. It's on YouTube.
My apologies to your wife. I looked it up for the Biters, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, Chapter 3.
Is it under another name?
Biter. It's Chapter 3. It's the name of the group. Chapter 3, The Biters. And it's on Rappers Rap Records, and you can find it on YouTube. It's the only one. It'll pop right up. You'll see a picture of her actually holding the record.
Okay. Let me do another check on that, because I really wanted to play that song and people wanted to hear it. Shout out to Queen Jean. Okay, I pulled it up now. Okay, if you got time, because we're in the after hours now. The live stream is off, but I can still play music, and the people that's with me, they can still hear everything. So give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna pull that song up, because I definitely want to pay respect to Scooby Doo, and I want to hear it myself. So I want the people to hear it as well. So give me a minute to bring that up, and we'll come right back. But we're in the after hours right now. We got the legendary King MC with us, and it's the G-Lew Show, Westside Wednesdays. You know what I mean? And I hope everybody got something from this show, because man, I really appreciated it, man. I want to thank you again, man. But we're here. Let me pull this song up, and we'll come right back, man. Okay?
Right on, y'all. Right on. G-Lew.
Hey, where they doing it at, man? Let me do it like this. Let me take y'all back. We spoke on the legend Ice-T. Let me do it like this right here. Let me pull this track up, and we'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
Westside Wednesdays, the G-Lew Show. Shout out to Tweed Cadillac, 93. Tweed FM ISM, and BTP Media Group. Yeah.
Hey, boy.
Some DJ nuts, but the DJ named Glove
the turntable wizard of the hip-hop scene. So listen to him, check him out. But remember this, with the glove on the wheels of steel, he's reckless. This high-powered music is truly unique as the glove cuts the rhythm to the hip-hop beat. He moves like a madman as he spins his disc. He's the number one scratcher on the DJ list. He's reckless. Police at my door, fresh Adidas squeak across the bathroom floor. Out my back window, I make my escape. Didn't even get a chance to grab my old school tape. Mad with no music, happy cause free. And the streets to a player is the place to be. Got a knot in my pocket weighing at least $1,000. Gold on my neck, my pistol's close at hand. I'm a self-made monster of the city streets, remotely controlled by hard hip-hop beats. But just living in the city is a serious task. Didn't know what the cops wanted, didn't have time to ask. See my homeboys coolin' way out. Told them about my morning cold, bugged them out. Shot a little dice till my knees got sore. Kicked around some stories about the night before. Posse to the corner where the fly girls chill. Threw action at some freaks till one bitch got ill. She started acting silly, said we would not quit. Call us all punk pussy, said we are one shit. As we walked over to her, hoe continued to speak. So we beat the bitch down in the goddamn street. But just living in the city is a serious task. Bitch didn't know it hit her, didn't have time to ask.
Hey, hold on. Let me do it like this right here for the legendary Scooby-Doo, Rappers Rap, King MC's wifey, Chapter 3, The Biters.
Biters. Yo, Scooby-Doo and Brisky, man, what's up? Yo, what's up, man? What's the deal? Yo, was y'all at that jam last night? Nah, man, what was up? Man, there was an MC there, fighting rhyme, I said 2 years ago. So you know what? This rap is dedicated to all you fighters. Word. Well, I'm the Mr. Flash, a fresh rhyme pleaser. When I finish rapping, you will call me Julie and Caesar, cause your body's just so fucking. But when I saw my rapper, see, I do my rhyme so fresh and fast, you have to ask what happened. I get the people laughing, and in between they clapping. And when I do commercial rhymes, your mind is rock a flapping. My rhymes are Caesar biting, cause my rhymes are delighting. MC that I battle, we finally in the fight. Cause I bite a bit, rappy bit from biting biters, which was bitten from a biter who bit his before. That means that he's a biter biting from another biter who was fighting from that biter's bit and bite the law. Well, biters that be biting from my biters, rhyme recite steady bit from the biters when the biter couldn't bite. When the biter had persisted fighting from a biting biter who was biting from that biter, so he couldn't be a writer. This rap is for all you fighters, sucker MCs and rhyme reciters, not dedicated to rhyme delighters, cause this rap is for all you fighters. Well, you know who we are, so you don't have to guess, because the rhymes we sing, you know they're always dead. With Chad, Mr. Flash, Cookie, and Scooby-D, you know the group that's killing this whole chapter 3. Well, this rap that I'm about to mention, all your biters listen up and give me your attention. To all your sucker MCs, just take my advice. If you hear my rap once, you won't hear it twice, cause every rap I say, you know that they are cold. To battle against me, you must be bold. To lose a battle, you know that I will never, because the rest of things, they're just too clever. When I battle on the mic, you will know when I am done, and the battle will be over until I have won. To see me perform, you must pay a fee, cause I'm the B-R-I-Z-K-E. This rap is for all you fighters, sucker MCs and rhyme reciters, not dedicated to rhyme delighters, cause this rap is for all you fighters.
I finished in my rappers, she sound unique, but the sucker MC sound
The rappers say they're not illustrated, and you cannot bite because they're too complicated. When I'm on the microphone, you know I'm so demanding, cause every rap I say legit so outstanding. You know that I will always be smarter than you. My teachers told me that I had a high IQ. When I'm on the mic, I'm a smart intellectual. Comparing me to you, I am considered a professional when I'm on the mic. You know I'm always willing, cause when I'm on the mic, you know I'm always cool chilling. I know my raps are too much of a complication, but when I first started, it was for recreation. I do not break easily, no, I'm not brittle. But every rap I say is just like a riddle. All you sucker empty, you know that you are weaker, cause when I'm on the microphone, I'm such a great speaker. So just remember who I am and don't forget me, cause I'm a devastating rocker and they call me Brisky.
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm just, man, watching this basketball game with the folks. And this is real hip-hop with G-Lew.
Yes, sir. Shout out to G-Lew too, man, for keeping it cracking for us, man, and keeping things going, man. Definitely all love.
What's up, Twig? What you doing, man? What you been doing, Twig? Man, I'm doing this oldies show, man, every Thursday night, religiously, man, to try to bring back all these R&B legends that got passed over back in the day.
Right.
To me, it kind of matters. The best thing I know is music. I mean, we always raised on them oldies, so I figure, man, I'm trying to be the next Art LeBeau if possible. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah, real low rider all these Thursday nights, man. But my Wednesdays,
all right.
I spend with G-Lew. I spend my Sundays with G-Lew and my Wednesdays with G-Lew. So he got to give me his Thursdays, you know? Beautiful time.
King T's drunk again. Yo, check this out. Oh shit. I want to dedicate this song to all them motherfuckers out there that not again. Perpetrating. Wait, rewind. Watch out. King T, man, what is this, man? What is this? Some cool shit for the King's anthology. And when I'm done, don't expect no apology. Stupid motherfuckers should have stepped when I warned them. I'm from the boondocks of Compton, California. I'm just anxious to whoop some ass. I went to high school, but I flunked every class. So what makes you think I give a fuck about respect? I put your bitch in check, and I bet
of a punk and a bitch too. I shoulda did a drive-by on you and your crew. Cause y'all be popping some shit that's unheard of. For you, what's the word? Whack. It's murder, son. When I be crushing your hood with a passion. And I ain't talking that Action Jackson. When I come, you better run for ammo. I'll get played like a fucking piano. And yo, we got my homeboy Ice Cube in the house from the motherfucking Lynch Mob. What's up, nigga? And yo, Ice Cube, I heard you was singing now, man. What's up? Yo. Don't rate me, but I don't sing, motherfucker. I kick shit with the king, motherfucker. Ice Cube will clock the cash, rock the mask. And if you run up, I'll sock your ass. And watch that eye get swollen. Bad eyes. Cause I'm playing punk niggas like Beethoven. So bust the cap or swing and die. Fuck Gil Brenner, it's still the king and I. That's me. Cause where I'm from, the sun don't shine. So one time, hope I only bust one rhyme. But I bust one more for the suckers. Last year I was ruthless, now I'm lynching motherfuckers. And you'll see in a tree MCs and crews. Now they looking for me, King T and Pooh. Now every nigga that crossed me soprano. Cause I played their ass like a fucking piano. Check this out, we got my homeboy Breeze in the motherfucking house from the LA Posse, and he got some shit to holler. Come on, man, bust this shit. Well, I'ma take the mic like it was a jack move. Run with the beat as long as the track moves. Hot ass live but organized like a seminar. Serve you, your crew, him, and them and all. Couple of rap saps who think they can get, but you slipped and shit, so nitwit just get the nuts. Killing your high hopes, watching your right nose better walk a chalk line. Now fuck it, a type of rap slicker, thicker, quicker than others. Then I stop swift, shift from first to fifth while you stop the shoplift. Take the mic stand whenever the duty calls. If I bust a nut for every rhyme I had, I get boot for. Serious a drama, I'ma watch and say me too. You're shorter than me, shoot. Your rhymes are see-through. You're nothing like GQ, transparent. I made it apparent. I'm here to wax and tax the incoherent. Cause B-R-E-E-Z-E will easily remain to be a top MC. When you see me, I wear a beanie and not a Kango. Now you got played like a fucking piano. Just a sample of 3 black Negroes who grew up in the heart of the ghetto, doing what we had to just to make ends meet. Some steal for a living, some stand on the street, just slang. Some gang bang, but big deal. They say in Compton you gotta kill or get killed. Motherfucking police pull you over, slam you down, then tell you that your hood is their town. And I ain't going for no shit like that. Cut me up, take me to jail, I come back talking much shit cause I talk what the fuck I feel. A few weeks in the county ain't no big deal. So a punk like you can't fuck with me. That big ballin' ass nigga named King T. You think you can? I don't think that you can though. Peace to Ice Cube and Breeze and the fucking piano.
Hey man, it's Westside Wednesday, the G-Lew Show, another classic episode. We got the legendary King MC in here. Rappers rap. So many classics, so many legends. I thank you again for joining us tonight, sir. Man, it was a classic episode, man. Tell the people before we go where they can follow you at, get at you for business inquiries or whatever, anything else you have going on that the people may need to know about.
Okay, well, you can find me on Facebook, Robert King MC Marshall. That's where I'm at. I haven't got into all the other, Snapchat and Twitter and all that stuff. But I am on Facebook, and that's where you can find me at. Just hit me on the inbox if you got any questions. I'm always open to discuss music and giving people some direction if I can,
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, sir, man. Once again, man, this was classic. Anybody who missed the episode tonight, you can go back to Blog Talk Radio, the same site, the G-Lew Show, Westside Wednesdays, King MC, and listen back. Or you can check out our YouTube page. I'll post a link as well. Follow us on YouTube, the G-Lew Show. We'll have it there as well. This was history, man. Thank you again for everything. Shout out to your wife again, Miss Scooby D. I'm glad we were able to play the track. To get people hip to that as well. So thank you, man, for everything, bro. Man, thank you.
Hey, thank you guys, G-Lew, Jeff Quan, BTP. You guys are the lifeline, the blood, man, that keeps hip-hop going, especially up here in the Bay Area.
Right.
You know, shout out to all the local artists that are doing their thing, man.
Right.
You know, we got Boo from the floor. You know, she's family. She's doing her thing out there. We got Highway 4. He's doing his thing out there, Upfront Productions. And we also got Dejanay, and she calls herself, DM. You can find them on all the sites, man. That's where our music is now. It's in today's music. A lot of families doing their thing, putting their foot in the game. But shout out to you guys for keeping hip-hop alive. I love that old school Wednesdays, man. It's on my playlist.
Yes, sir.
In heavy rotation now.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you. And I got you. I'm going to keep everything in rotation as well and keep the memory alive. Shout out to the legendary Duffy Hooks. Rest in peace, him and his father. Shout out to all the MCs, the original rappers, rap crew, DJ Flash, Disco Daddy, Captain Rap, Ronnie Hudson. Shout out to Frosty. Everybody, man, and shout out to you as well, man. King MC, the legend himself, and Miss Scooby D. Thank you all again, man. We love you and much appreciated.
We love you guys.
You guys stay blessed.
Stay blessed.
That part. Thank you again. It's Westside Wednesdays, the G-Lew Show.
All right, now take care, you guys.
It's King MC. Thanks for tuning in to the G-Lew Show on Westside Wednesdays, hosted by G-Lew. Our sponsor, BTP Media and 93 Tweed FM Ism. Much respect.
That part. I'm out of here. I'm going to go watch Snowfall, man. I got to get caught up, man. Peace and love. Shout out to my homeboy Snow. See you this weekend, boy. It's going down in a real way. Shout out to PL, mine as well. Shout out to Miss Jane. We love you, Jane, and our prayers are up for you. Don't you give up, like Snoop Dogg say, man. It's Westside Wednesdays. It's G-Lew Show.
West Coast bad boys.
Pop locking in my Rolls Royce Cadillac, licking in Mercedes Benz. Pop locking at the Howard Johnson, the Sheraton. Pop locking at the Holiday Inn.
The dog pounding back again, making it pop 'cause it's after 10. Hyping it up, who else could do it but us? Still go Snoop and Dad to corrupt, what up? Ain't no limit to what I can do. I show and prove the truth is what I do, that's what I do. And that's your whole crew. I gangsta walk, that's how it's hard to see. And I do it, that's a PG. Holler at me and chopped it up, suck the beat. We chillin' in the place to be. Yeah, homie, and that's on me. Big pepper, big bangs, big house, big things. Homie, this is West Coast thing. Ha-ha, pill out, skate, pancake, 3-wheel drop the top. Watch the girl straight drop, you know. Downtown, make the world go round. Long Beach, keep putting it down. With the West Coast sound.
Pop locking in my Rolls Royce Cadillac, licking in Mercedes Benz. Pop locking at the Howard Johnson, the Sheraton. Pop locking with all my friends. It's that West Coast way we're living. Money, cars, weed, bitches. It's that West Coast way we're living.
Oh boy, the gangsters bang, do that damn thing. Me and my nephew, Doghouse, keep it true. Roll that weed, pass that drink. Holla at your nigga, baby, bring your bank.
From the south to the west.
Why must I chase the cat? If you was me and I was you probably floss on a nigga burning rubber in the 52. Most bitches do, and most niggas do too. In the land where it's all about the red and blue. But me, I'd rather get the greenery and smoke out the whole motherfucking
I'm
scene.
locking in my Rolls Royce Cadillac, licking in Mercedes Benz. Pop locking at the Howard Johnson, the Sheraton. Pop locking with all my friends. It's that West Coast way we're living.
Money, cars, weed, bitches.
It's that West Coast way we're living.
Now why must I? She like that.
with the Mariel touch, draped in all black. Take them back like the pop lock it can't go through.
Showing love from the soldiers, from the red to the blue.
From the home of the rip riders and dogs and Bionic to the top where the years be body. It's the bandana general, running them like a venereal. With eaters with no cereal, G'd up and twisting them. Sitting on 22s up until banging corners with my local P and Phil. With the banker, it's the brown paper bag drinker. On the remix, Dub C, keep it gangster.
Pop locking in my Rolls Royce, Cadillac, Lincoln and Mercedes Benz. Pop locking at the Howard Johnson, the Sheraton. Pop locking with all my friends. It's that West Coast way we're living.
Money, cars, weed, bitches.
It's that West Coast way we're living.
It ain't nothing but a gangster party. You know we bring. No limit, dog. House ain't nothing but a G-Thing, baby. You know, we think to win. Y'all think money soften up? Y'all better think again. Cause if it ain't about money, then why would I bother? If she ain't keeping it real, then why would I hide? We the West Coast bad boys, no we don't brag, boys. Pimpin' on the phone to get cheese. T-shirt, khakis, and jeans. And all the thugs know where we be. It's the W to the Wizzo. This one for my Nizzo. The Lakers did their jizzle. Ain't no limit to my swizzle.
Pop locking in my Rolls Royce, Cadillac, Lincoln and Mercedes Benz. Pop locking at the Howard Johnson, Sheraton. Pop locking with all my friends.
Yeah, the West Coast, man. You know,
that West Coast way we're living.
Players coming together like Siamese twins, man.
It's that West Coast way we're living.
It's gang involved. We're doing it after that since Kermit the Frog was a polywall. The player with all the lingo. The rap game without me is like old folks without bingo. It's the ambassador of the back. But stick it on my nigga, it's the 45 the Rickado, off the Hickado. Straight up out there, Valley Joe. Northern California, do you recognize me out?
Pop locking in my Rolls Royce, Cadillac, Lincoln and Mercedes Benz. Pop locking at the Howard Johnson, the Sheraton. Pop locking with all my friends.
Where the parking lot pimps at? Where you at? Where the pepper rats at? Yo, where you at? Yo, mow it up,
that West Coast way we're living.
Where the pop lockers at? Put your hands up.
Let the games begin.